Lost watches, and then I see off,
One, two, criminals coming and ripping that blue. 3, 4, I'm coming to settle the score. 5, 6, I'm coming and busting the quiz. Now 7, 8, ripping high power straight from the gate. That's it. Now 9, 10, shots to the homies in the pen. 11, 12, the homies straight bustin' rebel. That's it. Now 13, that beat the number we represented and put it in work clean. Sporting that blue and stacking that green for that south side. The homies representing daily on that south side. They put in work and bustin' like crazy for that south side. Every day and every night we kicking up dust and representative riding for life. First of all, I be coming with a vengeance. No repentant motherfuckers bustin' on the witness. Mr. Criminal coming back with a sickness. Homicide division of the game, I be killing. After this whack ass game, I ain't feeling. Lakeside riding like he's still a villain. Make him feel the pain till they need penicillin. Criminal on a mission trying to make a million. Still don't feel him, fill him up, hit him up with a 9mm in my pocket. Loaded up, cocky, aim it and pop it. Others that talk shit really get dropped quick. Mr. Criminal, modern day profit. Ballin', gambling, Vegas and lofted. 20s and 24s always be flossing. Chasing that paper and taking no losses. That's it. They never seen a young Southsider that's spitting like this. Rap is keeping me paid. Look at these diamonds all off of my neck and my wrist. Fathers that hate that they get the forfeit. Don't really wanna get put in this twist. Motherfuckers run up then they get done. Son down the son up on a mission for a come up.
Where the fuck I stand right now? On my motherfucking 2 feet. Last man standing in the game. HPG eating motherfucking T. Who the fuck spitting like this? Show me one, I say. I'm taking fools' heads off, homie. Yeah.
Fully automatic cause it's static on you motherfuckers with the flows I spit. Everybody knows Mr. Criminal and a punk, that's why they just talk but they don't trick. I've been down in the dirt, I've been down in the trenches, been pulling the crowds, I've been hopping the fences. I flipped it, it came to my senses, started fucking shit up in this music business worldwide. They screaming my name, they know when the criminal fucking shit up. High power, eat and teak, we roll with them gangsters and soldiers, no punks. Homie just ready to load it, it done. Maybe they pull out the shits, you get stunned. Fuck all you levels, they fuck all you chunks. Man, just cause we coming up. I still be spitting that venom. If they run up, watch how the point get them. Give a fuck, watch how a criminal did them. In their careers, just in all their visions. I spitting and killing you bitches 10 years straight. You never been full of that bullshit. 10 years full of hate, motherfucker.